Yo, what up, Sob? Appreciate the raid, dude. Hope you had a good stream.
Okay.
Welcome, everyone.
Why is that still up there?
I thought bronze 300 charisma would get past.
What are you looking at?
Lack of tolerance for bullshittery kind of soaked that up a bit.
Gotcha. Oh, go
Alright.
sleep, please.
Well, I got to chat with Underwood first.
What? Oh, yeah, I was talking to Pond about it. I'm not sure. How much do you know about H&O?
Not too much. I've heard bits and pieces from the SRU investigations.
Gotcha.
Like legal. Are they the ones doing the rentals now?
Yeah.
Okay.
But there's
Yeah,
there's some vehicles like ramee today. It was being caught with 2 of them. There's also a situation earlier with an off-white AMG GDR. And I called Jalen about it, asked if it's one of his, said not anymore. It's on the master document saying it's one of the rental vehicles. Then we caught a ramee driving Jalen's RCF in a chase. Brought us a little soul, put it away there. Took the R34 that was out, which turned out to be a rental. Well, supposedly a rental. It comes back to Otto Delmar from H&O. And then we chased him again later today after he swapped from his AMG GTR into a... somebody picked him up in an NSX, which also came back to Otto Delmar. So I'm going to try and subpoena the records for whoever they were rented out to during that time period.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But what I'm suspecting is they just have keys down there and they just go and whip them out. I doubt in between all this shit that fucking, you know, getting rental papers for it. Because obviously with Randy being tight with Jalen or whatever, they probably have keys or access to those garages.
Yeah.
In which case, if there's no paper trail for that, and they're just being used, you know, so willy-nilly, any legislation we have towards those vehicles, and there's, let's say if we do strike them and there's no paperwork for them, then we give them the full strikes, you know? Yo, Saw, appreciate it, man.
Is Jalen a employee down there?
He's the director of operations.
Yeah.
When I questioned him on that earlier, he said, fuck, what did he say? He said something about he doesn't deal with the rentals or some shit, and it's Jackson Wilson who does, but he's just listed as an accountant, so...
Look, I'll be completely honest. I think one of the strongest moves we can make on this is to push the legislation to be changed. Specifically, like add some kind of like amendment or something for rental vehicles. Because these,
rather than being owned by Mary Poster or Otto Delmar, that actually comes back to the rental company itself.
I think that would be a good start. I also think that requiring the rental company to essentially either eat the charge or maintain a blacklist of individuals who are barred or temporarily barred.
Yeah.
Because like if they're just continuously renting vehicles to individuals who are just using them in like, well, let's say hypothetically that ramee did rent like 3 or whatever cars today, right? If the first 2 got burned because they got used in crimes and then they got impounded.
My issue is these guys that have access to it but might not be renting the vehicles, right? They're just because they have access to them. There's no paper trail. In which case, if there was any legislation for some kind of strikes outside of the system, then we would just give them the full strikes for the regular shit anyway, right?
Yeah, and that's my thought process is that like if we catch individuals using these, like let's say it's a short period or something, like I don't know, like 7 days or 14 days or something. If we catch them using, you know, rental vehicles in the commission of a crime, you know, more than once over the course of a 7 or 14-day period, then the vehicle catches the full strikes on it.
Yeah, I like that.
That way it puts some responsibility on the goddamn shop to 1, make sure their employees aren't burning all of their cars, and 2, to, you know, maintain.
They got no employees left.
They have no employees.
Yeah, they got
just
no employees left. It's just Otto Delmar.
You have a look at Jalen.
Check the business page and then search H&O. You'll see that only Otto Delmar is employed.
They're all
is the owner.
just gone.
What is it called?
H space O. H space ampersand space O.
Wait, everyone's just been wiped off the books?
Yeah, nothing.
Jesus,
Yeah.
they purged everybody.
Yeah, it's just Otto Delmar as the owner.
Okay, this is this is interesting.
Wonder if Otto found out what was happening and got pissed.
So that's what you meant.
or they're trying to clean their tracks the same way that we've had issues lately with people trying to wipe employees off the books.
Oops. Oh no.
Huh.
Oh, interesting.
Huh.
Very.
Well, that I mean, that throws a kink into things. I mean, theoretically, if they've been removed from access from this company,
thing is, I think Jalen runs the company like
we would have to
really
presume
well.
that whatever access
It's
they
just
had to
the,
the garages this company owns would also have been revoked.
The access to the vehicles that are being given without rentals, I guess, is the issue.
But it's interesting because the oh no, he's Harmony Repairs. Where do we know where they store these vehicles?
No clue. No fucking clue.
They have a. I think they've shown us before. There's a spot. Is it on this master document?
What?
Eskimos would know.
Marcel as well, because he gets cars from there as well.
Yeah.
It's off of Orchardville, I'm pretty sure.
Are you talking about that fucking
How could
thing?
Otto possibly know? Let's arrest him.
Because I've seen Marcel go down
Just
there
raid him.
before. Because when he did my Hot Pursuit, he got one out. But I can't remember exactly where.
Yeah, I would say to try to get a hold of Mr. Delmar to see what the hell's going on with his business, but frankly, I haven't seen that guy since he yelled at us, told us we weren't allowed at the casino, and I told him to go fuck himself, and he looked like he was wearing a rug.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I've met him before.
Yeah, that incident was like 8 months ago.
Popular Street 11. He owns Popular Street 11. Otto. Is that an apartment or a house or something?
Whereabouts is that?
Look.
Cobble Street 11.
That's
Not on Popular Street.
yeah, it's on Power Street. What
Yeah,
the
I don't know.
fuck?
I don't know where that's at. That's interesting. Okay. Huh. I mean, I suppose that you could still like push to see if rentals occurred by looking for transactions. You could either subpoena the H&O account to show transactions during that time period. Specifically, like I would presume they would list the vehicle make and model or the individual who's renting it, or maybe both in the transaction lines. So you could try to pull like a 24-hour snippet of what their transaction logs look like to confirm whether any rentals took place. Or you could pull like, Ramee's and theirs to try to compare them. Because, I mean, if they write in the transaction line, like, I don't know, question mark, then you can at least line it up between the two, right? But given the current state of that business, I don't know. Because that throws into question whether or not Jalen or Ramee would even have access to these vehicles at this stage. Harmony repairs, VIP. What the hell's a VIP membership with Harmony? Why have I never heard of this? Okay, Maldini's Pizzeria. Mushkins Motors. Perfect Ulu. DLC imports.
I didn't mean for
I don't even really see any.
I didn't mean for everyone to get wipes off the pugs.
Employment between these two individuals.
I think it'd be good for legislation, like to use this case as like a you know how legislation would.
Because I was thinking maybe if it's a blending of the businesses, then maybe some of the vehicles are being housed at.
Can we get shouts out for Joey? Please drop a follow, show him some love.
Auto
Just stop again. Appreciate the raid.
Both of those businesses, or
and the 20 gifties.
At least I assume he owns Autos. That it's named Autos after all. Let me check.
Pretty sure it is.
Needs to happen.
Well, every time
maybe,
the account
maybe.
goes to Dean.
I don't think it would be an issue.
He
like,
doesn't own Autos.
Jalen's really good at running.
Yeah, Dean Watson owns Autos. What the fuck?
Whenever you transfer like the device, it goes to
I think the boys didn't realize how
thought about that.
you know.
He works there. And his
the
role
kind
is
of
that he's
access
Autos,
they've
so
got
maybe he
is
gets like royalty payments for using his name. I don't know.
Okay, that's
was
roll auto. Okay, that's actually funny.
Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe like I said, maybe he gets royalty payments. But nevertheless, if those two businesses were or are interconnected due to the commonality of having Auto Del Mar involved in both, and maybe they would store some of them at the Autos mechanic or sales shop there.
Yeah.
But Ramee doesn't have access to any of that. He's not listed on their payroll at all. So.
But people would say the cars are like candy, not doing contracts. Yeah, I think that's the issue there. I think I was willing to go through with stuff in character to make some kind of legislation happen for it as well. Like if we catch someone, there's no paper trail, and
I guess
we don't get the information.
Really
then
do at the moment, in regards to actually seeing what happens, is
then they get full strike sort of thing.
That come back to him if they match the vehicles that are in that
there's a good
master
case here.
Start looking into
to
it
build
further,
against HNO.
The people who've got it.
But obviously, with the way the mechanics are, it's kind of
start sitting there saying to them, right,
can make it a little awkward as well.
We'll help you, kind of thing. Seeing where they're getting it all from.
Yeah, I mean, I think the stage we're at now.
There's Anna,
business appears to be in
Anna, Jackson, and Mari doing the rentals.
Rented vehicles on the streets
they do it properly, right?
Because if
and,
there's
and
nobody
Jalen
who
leaves them
works
to
for
it because
this
he knows
Auto,
they're good
unless Auto
at doing that
himself
shit.
is renting the vehicles to people, then that throws into question the entirety of anyone's legal authority. Even if they have access to the vehicles, they can't legally rent them, right? Because they no longer work for this company. I don't know. It's interesting.
It's it's the entire thing of that the vehicles come back to Otto himself. What if he's just given them permission to use his vehicles? Because I've seen cars where instead of it coming back to a singular person, it will come back to Otto's Autos or something.
I think another plug, another band-aid that we could put on something like this is that, again, this would be pushing for a legislation change. But in the event that any workers are caught with the rented vehicles, then they also catch the full strikes, right? Because you would expect the employees to have the better interest of the business in mind.
I think this is a good kind of I guess case study for the legislation if we're gonna bring this to judges. And we need to subpoena those records for those vehicles I mentioned, and then bring this forward to the judges so we can have something set in stone for it.
Yeah, 100%. But no, I think you're onto something really good here. Because this is actually an area of like legislation and shit we haven't had to worry about in a while.
Yeah.
Because this strike system's been pretty effective for a while, but the rentals are throwing a kink into it, I think. All right, well.
James, going with the update for renting cars.
Okay,
yeah,
well,
I need to write
I'm
some
very
up
tired. I just got
about
3
it
people
as well.
convicted of terrorism.
I think I did
I'm
write
probably
it
gonna
up.
get
I can't
car bombed
remember.
tomorrow. So.
Did I write it up?
You'll be fine.
Yeah, I'll be fine.
You'll be fine.
All right, I'm gonna head to bed. Pond, if you want to help him out with that stuff, are you staying on duty?
Probably shouldn't, but I can stay on duty.
I mean, it's your call.
I'm gonna have to wait for Jalen to come around or somebody from HNO anyway. I might try and reach Jackson Wilson,
Me more tomorrow.
who deals with the rentals, and see if I can subpoena the records for those vehicles we caught earlier.
It sounds more like a tomorrow issue anyway. Then probably like what, late shift 1 or something. So.
Yeah, I'll be around for a while today, so I'll see if I can contact.
All right. Well, y'all have a beautiful night. I'm gonna go pass out.
Same
Good
here.
night.
Good shit, guys.
Good luck, White.
Good night.
What is happening?
Thank you.
I guess we just need to work out then as well that AMG. I'm curious about that AMG now as well. That's really piqued my interest.
Yeah, I'm chilling.
200
Oh
pounds.
god.
Let me check some.
I can try to see what I can look into, but until they're around tomorrow, it's gonna be difficult.
I mean, we don't even know. Like, for all we know, it could have been a couple days.
Yo, next with the raid. Appreciate it, man.
When was the last time you saw HNO like employees on the NDW Wildwood?
Say that again. Sorry.
When was the last time like you checked HNO like employees and stuff?
I don't know. I haven't checked. The only person I checked today was Jalen and Jackson.
So
I don't really know who else works there. I would assume Mary posted those, considering one of her the vehicles are registered to her.